Pasta Alfredo is one of my favorite dishes. You have pasta, you have Alfredo sauce, usually some type of protein, whether it's chicken or shrimp, and obviously you can't forget the broccoli. In this video, we're gonna make that, but we're gonna put our own little spin on it. We're gonna make sure that we keep the carbs low and always keep the protein up. Hi, my name is StreetGrind and I'm passionate about fitness, maintaining a healthy balance with food, and helping other people. Our first ingredient, we have our chicken thigh. I chose to use chicken thighs instead of chicken breast because they're just more flavorful. It's been proven. So we're gonna be using that for our poultry, and we're actually gonna be doing a mixture. So we're gonna have the chicken thigh, and then we actually have our shrimp. We're probably gonna use about 6 ounces of shrimp for that, so we can get like a little bit of best of the both worlds between our chicken and our shrimp. I have my broccoli here. We're gonna make sure that we chop up and steam that. And 2 ingredients that I think are gonna help really make this dish. One of them is actually this item called Pasta Zero Spaghetti. You should be able to find it in the vegan section of your grocery store. And you know, the best thing about this is that it only has about 10 grams of carbs per container for this whole bag, has about 45 calories. And another actual ingredient is the seasoning that we're gonna be using. It's this garlic and herb with butter and sea salt by Kinder. A combination of all of these is gonna make for an absolutely delicious dish. All right, first thing we're gonna do is we're going to chop up our broccoli. Go ahead and cook it however way you want. For me, I prefer my broccoli to be steamed. I don't know, it's just something about steamed broccoli that just sounds really good. Maybe because it gives me that type of flavor from like one of those fast food Chinese restaurants. I'm not 100% sure why, but I always preferred my broccoli steamed over anything else. Got about 100 grams of broccoli right there. So we got our broccoli. We're gonna make sure just rinse it out really quick. We're gonna throw our broccoli into our steamer here, and usually I have it on for about 5 minutes, and hey, we just let it go, and it'll beep when it's ready. Now, with that started, while we're over here, we might as well put on our George Foreman grill, because that's how we're gonna cook our chicken thighs, and we're about to go ahead and season that right now with the seasoning I showed you earlier in this video. Now, one thing I will say with using this stuff is don't be afraid to use as much as you want, all right? Don't be allergic to seasonings, okay? They may be contagious, but they're only contagious in the amount of flavor that are going to overwhelm your taste buds, and your taste buds will absolutely be happy. I think our George Foreman grill is ready, and you already know how we're gonna test that, right? Yep, you guessed it. Turn the sink on really quick, like so, and perfect. It's grilling time, baby. Boom! Hit that sizzle like this. Close that, and you good. That'll be cooking for about 5 minutes. And then looking at our steamed broccoli, it may have about 5 minutes too. So hopefully they're done around the same time. Meanwhile, while these are cooking up, I just want to say, if you haven't taken any time for yourself, please do. Because we are not ourselves when we feel worn down, we feel like we're spreading ourselves too thin across multiple things. So sometimes we just need a little bit of time, just a little bit, to recharge. So if you haven't had anyone tell you that, guess what? I'm gonna be the person to tell you that. So our broccoli's all done, nice and steamed, beautiful. I believe our chicken thigh is looking absolutely beautiful as well, roughly done around the same time, which is what we planned. So we're gonna take these off, let them cool down a little bit, and then we're gonna move on to the other items that we have, which is our shrimp next. We're going to peel and devein our shrimp, and we're gonna set our scale here, and we're gonna do this until we have roughly 6 ounces on the scale. So we have 6 ounces of our shrimp, and then we'll also have roughly about 5 ounces of our chicken thighs that we just finished cooking. Seafood was always a big thing growing up in my family, being from Caribbean background, 100% Haitian descent. Seafood has always been a big thing, like shrimp, crab, fish, always been a big thing in our family. So whenever I can get my hand on some seafood, I absolutely do. Shrimp all deveined. Now all good to go. We're going to season it with our garlic and herb butter sea salt. Same seasoning that we used for our chicken. And bam, we go. We got our shrimp all nice and cooked up. Smells absolutely delicious. And the last thing that we have is our pasta zero. We're gonna go ahead and rinse this off, season it with the same seasoning we have been using, the garlic and herb, butter, sea salt, and then last thing to do, incorporate it all together. Needs more. It's good. No field goal though, no field goal. Let's do it. Right, chicken thighs. We got our shrimp. Toss that up in there. Leftover broccoli that we made too. Boom, throw that in there. The final thing is the Alfredo sauce. And yes, don't hate me. I am using a canned one for convenience, all right? Don't hate me. If you want to see me make one from scratch, just let me know in the comments, okay? We're doing about a serving, which is about 90 grams. Take a look at that. Take a look. It looks good, and I cannot wait to try some more of it. Let's take a look at that final presentation, shall we? So you see everything. You see our chicken thighs, you see our shrimp, you see our broccoli, you see the pasta zero that we ended up using, and the Alfredo sauce, albeit it was canned. But hey, don't knock me though. It's time to eat. All right, y'all, here we are. We made it. And big double flex for the gains that we are about to receive. Let's dig in. The seasonings make the difference. It definitely does. All right, I know what y'all waiting for. What is the carb content of the meal that we just had, as well as the protein content, right? Here we go. Here's exactly our fat, our protein, and our carbs, as well as the amount of calories that this meal is. And that's gonna wrap it up for today's video. I appreciate everyone taking the time to check it out and to see how we were able to tweak this meal a little bit to keep our carb count a little bit lower. If you like this video and you want to see more of these types of videos on this channel, and make sure to go ahead and leave a subscribe and a comment on the channel on what you liked about this video the most. And it's time for me to head out. Go get to eating. Take care of yourselves, all right?